Okay, part two, gastric secretions and here let me get my pointer, my thermometer. Here you can see a diagram of the stomach where the esophagus is coming down. You have the stomach and the duodenum of the small intestine, which is the first part of the small intestine. This illustration wanted to get the reader or the viewer to notice the three different layers of the muscle, the smooth muscle. And you can tell if you look closely that they're all striated in different ways, showing that the possibilities of mechanical digestion, in addition to the possibility of chemical digestion. Anyway, so that's basically one way to digest in the stomach is the mechanical digestion, and a second way is chemical digestion. So let's move down here to this illustration, and I can zoom in a little bit. So what do we see here? This is what we call a gastric pit. Okay, and there are thousands, if not millions, of these in our stomachs. We have the muscular wall here, and the white of this illustration is the inside or the interior of the stomach, namely the official word would be the lumen of the stomach. And the gastric juice, as it reads here, will be secreted in the gastric pit and moved into the stomach. We have what I have thought of as a goblet cell secreting mucus in the layer of the stomach. And again, I need to confirm that that is called a goblet cell. I'm 90% sure it is. At this point, we can just call it a goblet cell. How about that? So there's one type of exocrine secreting cells, and that's a mucus secreting cells. And another one would be one that secretes pepsinogen, which is a precursor to pepsin. So pepsinogen, if secreted, would not interact with proteins. It needs to come in contact with hydrochloric acid, which is secreted by a different cell, in order for it to be available to break down, start to hydrolyze proteins in the stomach. So let me recap. We've got gastric pits that secrete what we call gastric juice. And there are three types of secretions in gastric juice. One is hydrochloric acid, the other one is mucus, and the third one is pepsinogen. And these all will, well, the mucus, of course, is protecting the epithelium, which is the layered cell, the outside layer of cell, and the hydrochloric acid and pepsinogen are there for chemical digestion of our food. So that would, let's just say that that's the end of part two, gastric pits and the three types of cells that are found in them.